everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I'm unboxing all of my June subscription boxes. So we only have 4 for June, and I'm guessing that's because there hasn't been any delayed ones recently, but I'll be unboxing 2 rep boxes in this video and 2 boxes that I've paid for. So as usual, the 2 rep packages are going to be the monthly YA Fairyloot. This is a UK based monthly YA fantasy subscription box featuring 1 hardback book in an exclusive edition and a selection of bookish goodies. My other rep package is of course the June Illumicrate. This one is once again a UK based monthly subscription box, but they do have a mix of adult and YA, and they also tend to do just a little bit more sci-fi than Fairyloot do. So if you guys would like to get your hands on an Illumicrate after watching this video, I do have a discount code for this one, and my code is Becca5. So a big thank you to Illumicrate and Fairyloot for sending me these boxes to show to you guys. And then the 2 that I pay for, of course, are my adult Fairyloot. This one is a book only subscription, and the Goldsboro Science Fiction and Fantasy Fellowship, which is another monthly book only subscription. So we will do these. We'll start off with the ones that I've paid for because I think both of these arrived first. I don't think I actually remember what the Goldsboro one is going to be, but I do know what the adult Fairyloot is. Oh my god, the edges on this are gorgeous. This is Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro, and look at those edges. Just an FYI, this is the first unboxing I'm filming with my new camera, so if when I'm zooming in like it's not quite getting the focus right, I do apologize and I will play with the settings if necessary. Oh my god, this comes with a bookmark as well. Which way does it go? This way? Like a leather bookmark. It's number 1921 of 2000, and it is of course signed by the author. So I will read you guys the synopsis for this because I have no idea what it's about. Oh no, it's historical. Why? 1882, north of Edinburgh, on the edge of an isolated loch, lies an institution of crumbling stone where a strange doctor collects orphans with unusual abilities. In London, 2 children with such powers are hunted by a figure of darkness, a man made of smoke. Charlie Ovid discovers a gift for healing himself through a brutal uprising in Mississippi, while Marlowe, a foundling from a railway freight, glows with a strange bluish light. When 2 grizzled detectives are recruited to escort them north to safety, they are confronted by a sinister, dangerous force that threatens to upend the world as they know it. What follows is a journey from the gaslit streets of London, blocks of Scotland, where other gifted children, the Talents, have been gathered at Cairndale Institute, and the realms of the dead and the living collide. As secrets within the Institute unfurl, Marlowe, Charlie, and the rest of the Talents will discover the truth about their abilities and the nature of the force that is stalking them, that the worst monsters sometimes come bearing the sweetest gifts. So definitely mixed opinions on this one because it does sound interesting in terms of the magical children, but I'm not feeling the fact that it's set in the 1800s, so we'll definitely have to see how I feel about this when I end up reading it, because it could definitely go either way. So moving on to the June Adult Fairyloot, I think the book for this is Her Majesty's Coven by, is it Juno Dawson? And I haven't been spoiled for the edition, but I've heard that it is very pretty, so let's have a look. The theme for this month is Hex Appeal. I don't actually know what this is about. I've just heard good things about it. What does the normal cover for this look like? Okay, so the normal cover for this one is like a solid pink, whereas this one is yellow with pink on the, is it like a shield or yeah, like a coat of arms. We also have a sprayed edge on here, or a stenciled edge should I say, although I'm not even going to attempt to read that actually because it is in possibly Latin. But we also have, oh cool, we have a signed end page, and oh, that's pretty cool. We have this that like wraps around the naked hardcover. So this one I've heard a little bit about, but I haven't really paid too much attention to it, so I will once again read the synopsis. Hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil, but their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the centre. Will Helena, Neve, Leonie, and Elle be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late, or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome. Life as a modern witch was never simple, but now it's about to get apocalyptic. Prepare to be bewitched by Juno Dawson's first adult series, a story of ancient prophecies and modern dating of sacred sisterhood and demonic frenemies. Sounds interesting enough. Oh, it's got a map of the UK in it, which I didn't expect. Oh my god, it's set in Hebden Bridge. Why? Oh god. Right, okay. No, I do think I'm actually going to enjoy this, and it is a pretty cool edition. I didn't like the original cover of this with the bright pink, so I'm not like overly impressed with a bright yellow edition, but I do like the naked hardcover and the stenciled edge on this edition. So then for our rep packages, I think the Fairyloot arrived first, so we'll go with this one. I don't think I have any idea what the theme is for this month or what the book is. So let's, ow, I just hit myself in the face with the box. Oh, there's a additional paperback in here, but I just want to dig out the spoiler card. Okay, so the theme for this month is Chosen Ones. I really like this art, and here are the spoilers so you guys can pause and read them, provided my focus is working, if you would like to, but I'm going to be going in blind. So straight on top we have a trinket dish that is inspired by the Poppy War. It's pretty. It's one of these. I think I have 3 of these now that are all kind of the same color palette, so even though I don't love the Poppy War, that's still really pretty. We have a fabric item. Yes, it is a book sleeve. This one is inspired by the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I don't know if you guys can see the writing on it, but it says, "Knowledge is carnage, you can't have it without sacrifice." Oh no, different sides. This one has the quote on it. Something that I do really like about these book sleeves is one, they're leathery, so they're wipe clean, and you also have a zip on. So I normally use this type of book sleeve if I'm annotating a book, because then I can put my tabs and all of my annotating supplies in there with it as well. The second book in this box, very occasionally, like maybe a couple of times a year, you will get a paperback book along with the hardback book of the month, and this one I think is an exclusive edition. It's really pretty. Yes, it is. So it's got a redesign cover. It's Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Webber, and I believe that this is, I don't know if it's technically a fantasy romance, I think it's YA, but I think it has like fantasy romance vibes. Princess Rose Valhart is heir to the throne of Aina, trained from birth to fear the witches that killed her parents. She will do anything to defend her kingdom. Stolen from the palace at birth, Ren Greenrock is a secret sister no one knows about. She plots to usurp the princess in order to protect the witches of Arthur who raised her. In the battle for the crown of Aina, where will your allegiances lie? We also have a stenciled edge on here, which is really pretty, and I do really like the redesign of this. I've actually heard really good things about this as well. We have a signed tip-in page here, but yeah, I've heard really good things about it, especially for people who like things like Avatar. I just personally wasn't particularly interested in this one. I wasn't going to pick it up. Now that I have a copy, I might, because like I said, I have heard really good things about it. We also have sting paper tabs. Oh, these are pretty. I like these. I understand why they're called Sting now. Okay. These are inspired by Lord of the Rings and their sticky tabs, which literally was just talking about annotation supplies, so these may come in handy. And before we get to the book of the month, we will just dig out the things in the bottom. We do have an extra item here, as well as the 2 tarot cards. The art print is of a character called Adelina from, which Marie Lou series is it? The Young Elites? Yeah, The Young Elites by Marie Lou, which is not a series that I've read, and I think I'm kind of past the age where I would enjoy it now. Oh my god, the tarot cards for the month are Poppy, Kieran and Hawk from Blood and Ash, which is pretty cool. Not characters that I thought I would ever see on Fairyloot tarot cards, but it's a series that I begrudgingly enjoy. I still need to continue with it and read the spin-off and book 4, but I really like the art and the design on these as well, especially like the color palette. Those are all of the items. Now on to the book of the month. I still don't think I have any idea what this is. So we also in here have the monthly fairy scoop, the letter from the author on this gorgeous art card, and the bookmark with the spoiler card art on. But the Fairyloot book for June is This Vicious Grace by Emily Thide. Let's just say Emily. It says her gift can save or it can kill. I've actually never even heard of this book. The back says 3 weddings, 3 funerals, 1 more chance to save them all. I will overlay the original cover for this over the top because it's guaranteed to be a Fairyloot exclusive. Okay, so the original cover is beige and this is once again yellow. Fairyloot really going for the yellow in June. But we also have a stenciled edge on here, very subtle, and oh, really pretty end pages, which I'm gonna say are exclusive to Fairyloot. And are they different? Yes, they're different on both sides, which is cool. Oh, that's really pretty. I really like the brown and gold of the naked hardcover. Okay, so synopsis time. Alessa's gift from the gods is supposed to magnify a partner's magic, not kill every suitor she touches. Now with only weeks left until a swarm of demons devours everything on her island home, Alessa is running out of time to find a partner and stop the invasion. When a powerful priest convinces the faithful that killing Alessa is the island's only hope, even her own soldiers try to assassinate her. Desperate to survive, Alessa hires Dante, a cynical outcast marked as a killer, to become her personal bodyguard. But as rebellion explodes outside the gates, Dante's dark secrets may be the biggest betrayal. Dante holds the key to Alessa's survival and her heart. Is he the one person who can help her master her gift, or will he destroy her once and for all? Intriguing. Got a bit of a fancy romance plot in here, which we know I love. Also signed by the author. And yeah, literally never, this book has not even been on my radar as far as I'm aware. Not even glimpsed it anywhere, but it sounds pretty interesting actually. So down in the comments, as usual, please let me know what your favorite item from this month's Fairyloot is. I think for me it's going to be the book sleeve. It is an item traditionally that I've had before and I really enjoy, and I also really like this month's tarot cards as well. So the final box for this video is the June Illumicrate, and I do know what the book is for this month and I've heard terrible things about it. Now I haven't read it, so I can't say for sure like what's going on with it. I can never remember the name of it as well. It does have a very pretty cover, but the name of it just keeps escaping me. The theme is Fight for the Future, and here are the spoilers if you guys like to pause and check them out. And the theme for July is In Too Deep, which is for fans of A Dark Shade of Magic, Black Sun, and The Folk of the Air, which is interesting. But yeah, this book I've heard pretty bad things about the rep in it, particularly I think racism, and I think that the author has said something like they wanted to highlight how queer people, or specifically white queer people, will screw over POC, which I don't really understand the angle, but like I said, I haven't read it, that's just what I've heard about it. But the first item we have is one of the Rosy Thorn mugs. This one says Hidden Promises, so I can't take a guess at what it's inspired by right now. Oh, she's very pretty. Is this Girls of Paper and Fire? Possibly Girls of Paper and Fire. I will check to make sure, but I really love the color palette on this one. It is indeed Girls of Paper and Fire. We have a letter from the author of the book, which, given like what I've heard about the book, I am actually really interested to read through this. We also, oh, these are really pretty. We have a couple of bookends. Oh my god, they're inspired by Jade City, which I'm currently actually reading Jade Legacy. I love these. I love bookends anyway, because it's gotten to the point where I'm out of like proper shelf space, so I do just balance books everywhere. Can you guys see them, or can you just see my face? It says, "On my honor, my life, and my jade." And it's inspired by the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee, which is, I'm 180 pages from the end of Jade Legacy and I am terrified. The video that should be going up today instead of this is actually my Greenbone Saga vlog, but I haven't finished it because I'm scared. Next up we have what looks like a passport cover. Oh, it's inspired by Becky Chambers. I really like this, it's really pretty, but it says, "The planet was beautiful, the planet was horrible. The planet was full of people and they were beautiful and horrible too," which, I mean, true. And yeah, this is a passport holder. And then before we get to the book of the month from Illumicrate, we have another book sleeve and another one of my new favorite types of book sleeve. These ones are hardback sleeves, so you can tuck the flaps of the book into the edges and they protect your hardbacks and you can actually use them while reading. I particularly like these because I occasionally, my skin isn't incredibly oily, but occasionally the foiling will come off on my hands while I'm reading. So if I use a sleeve like this for, I'm thinking mainly like my special editions that are heavily foiled, it stops the foiling from coming off on my hands. I don't think I know. Let me have a look at the spoilers and see what this is inspired by. Oh, The Dark Artificers by Cassandra Clare. Okay, so moving on to the book of the month. It does have a very pretty cover, I will give it that, but that is We All Fall Down by Rose Sabo, and you know, those edges are absolutely beautiful. This is an exclusive cover. I'm not going to overlay the original cover over the top because they are the same, but this one is foiled, so you won't be able to see the difference anyway. But we also have the author's signature, and I will read you guys the synopsis. I believe that this one is very queer. But it says, in River City, where magic used to thrive and is now fading, the witches who once ruled alongside their powerful king have become all but obsolete. The crumbling government is now controlled primarily by the new university and teaching hospital, which has grown to take over half the city. Moving between the decaying old city and the ruthless new city, 4 young queer people struggle with the daily hazards of life, work, school, and dodging power-hungry crops and unscrupulous scientists, not realizing that they have been selected to play in an age-old drama that revives the flow of magic through their world. When a mysterious death rocks their fragile peace, the 4 are brought into each other's orbits as they uncover a deeper magical conspiracy. Devastating, gorgeous, and utterly unique, We All Fall Down examines the complex network of pain created by power differentials, even between people who love each other, and how it is possible to be queer and turn out just fine. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous edition from Illumicrate, but like I said, I haven't really heard the best things, so I'm gonna wait, I think, for a few more reviews, but if they don't sound promising, I'm not sure that I'm going to be picking this one up. But let me know once again down in the comments what your favorite item from this Illumicrate box is. Mine is 100% the Greenbone Saga bookends. I love these, and they came at a great time when I'm currently reading the series. So those are all of my unboxings for June. A big thank you to Fairyloot and Illumicrate for the boxes that they contributed to this video. Down in my description box you will find a link to the websites for all of the boxes that I've opened today, as well as any social media for them, and also any discount codes that I have. But please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you wanna. If you head into my description box you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish candle website, the Etsy for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.